Hi guys, I'm James and welcome to my journal. And today we're going to be talking about the spells. Because in the last episode of James's journal, I was talking about the wizard or evil wizard, which I've made into a necromancer, and how I was going to use Magic the Gathering cards to basically depict what spells he'd get. I was looking through them, and there's not that many that actually suit, short story writing or RPG style anything. So, yeah, I didn't really know what to do, so then I was like, okay, let's turn to D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. And I did, and I was looking through spells in there, and I was like, you know what? Instead of just looking through spells in here, I may as well create my own ones. So that's exactly what I did. So he has Necrotic Lightning, Skeleton Master, and Cursed Healing. And those are his spells or abilities. The Necromancer in our current story that I've already actually written, and I will be uploading the reading of it in a second. Once I've done it later today. And yeah, so I decided to make my own. There's going to be a total of, I think it's 80? 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 different spells I'm going to create myself. And then whenever we have a magic wielding character, we can roll up on the table with the d20 what spells they're going to get, because I think that's going to be quite cool. It's just adding another layer to it, and I really enjoy creating stuff. So yeah, I've created these spells. These are not referenced from anywhere. Homemade, perfectly homemade spells, all done myself. I sourced the images online, and I've written out this stuff just off the top of my head. So, yeah, that's it. And today we're going to be talking about this. And also, since the video is going to be kind of short, since there's only 3 spells so far, I thought I'd use it as an excuse to talk about Legend of Grimrock 2, and indeed Minecraft as well, which is the other side of my channel, where I'm going to basically be starting new series on each of them. The Minecraft one may be a while, but the Legend of Grimrock 2 one, a lot of people seem to like the Legend of Grimrock 2 series, and I just thought I ought to clarify why it stopped. Not because I stopped enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. In fact, I pre-recorded 3 extra episodes. So I recorded episode 5, 6, and 7. I was halfway through recording episode 8 when I realized it wasn't recording audio. So, yeah. And when you go from being nearly halfway, it wasn't even quite halfway through a game to... We made a lot of progress in those episodes. They were short enough, but I flew through that game, and I was like 3/4 of the way done. You can't just be like, oops, we missed 3 or 4 videos. We're at the end of the game now. Yay. It kind of just ruined it, and it wasn't for the want of trying. I tried doing voiceovers over the other videos. I tried editing it and trying, talking over, so it wouldn't be as good as perhaps the live action, but I'd be talking over it and it would be okay. But no, that didn't really work, because for those videos I did face cam, and what I was saying was out of sync with the face cam, and I realized that was really annoying when I watched it back. So I couldn't do that, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to separate the face cam from the actual thing, because it was all recorded in the one frame. It's all the same thing. They're not separate. I couldn't separate them. And then I was like, okay, well, perhaps we can just about get away with it. I'll have to apologize for doing this, but I can still upload it. But no, because the next one I did, episode 6, it would have been, when I was editing it, and when I was rendering it, it got corrupted. The file got corrupted. It was just weird. It was due to a lag spike, I think, is what it was that caused the problem. There was a slight lag spike during the game when I was playing it, and 3 frames got combined into 1 frame in the editing software, and it didn't like that, and I couldn't separate it into 3 separate frames because it was reading it as 1 frame, and yeah, that's how it got corrupted, so I couldn't use that anymore. The whole file got corrupted. It wasn't like the editing software. That was fine. It was just reading it the way it was, and the thing wasn't popping up as corrupted because it wasn't. You could play, you could watch through it, but there was no way I could upload it because there was that problem in it. So I couldn't do anything about it. So whatever I would do, I'd be missing an episode. So yeah, I couldn't do that. So whatever I did, I couldn't really, bring the series back. So I'm going to be starting a new, back at episode 1 and doing another Let's Play of The Legend of Grimrock 2. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it as much as you did the last one. It will be a bit repetitive at first, but I'll try and make it as interesting as possible. And yeah, as I say, Minecraft's going to be coming out soon, more of those kind of videos, but they're a ways away. So yeah, the other side of the channel, if you're interested in that, there you go. Bit of an announcement. Now, we're just going to go straight back into the spells. So the spell side of things. Necrotic Lightning is a range damage type spell. Skeletal Master is a summoning type spell. And Cursed Healing is a passive ability. So, Skeletal Master. I was going to explain in my own words, but I kind of have here. So I'm just going to read it to you the way it is, word for word. Skeletal Master. A simple spell, Skeletal Master allows the caster to A. Summon 1d10 skeletons to his aid, or B. Force a skeleton to fight for him or her. To cast the spell, the wizard must have access to a bone of the skeletal creature he or she would like to summon/convert. Note, the creature does not have to be humanoid. However, creatures greater than man size are summoned with a -5 to the dice roll. This could result in no creatures being summoned. Greater than man-sized creatures can still be converted without penalty. So basically what that means is creatures that are... I did it in an RPG format, if you wish. As you can tell with the 1d10, if you're not familiar with that kind of phrasing, 1d10 means a 10-sided dice rolled once. So 1 dice roll of 10. And see what you get, and then if it's greater than man size, so if it's bigger than a typical human, it would be -5 to the dice roll. So when I'm doing the writing, it can really throw a curveball in. I believe during the actual run it was a 7 he got, so it was fine. Pretty good roll. But it can, and the bird just hit the window. I think that's what that noise was. If you heard that, hope it's all right. Yeah, it just got up and flew away. Okay, well, that was weird. As I say, it seems to be okay, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, creatures greater than man size have a -5 to that dice roll. So whatever you roll, -5. And let's go on the next one. Necrotic Lightning. Necrotic Lightning is like normal lightning, but with a twist. It's purple. Well, with more than one twist. Provided the target of the spell is not an undead, it's guaranteed to hit. When the spell hits, it deals 2d4, 2 dice, 4-sided, yeah, hit points of damage. On a critical hit, however, it deals 3d20 damage. Ouch. So, Necrotic Lightning is a very basic spell that he uses quite frequently in the short story that I wrote. He's just zapping things left, right, and centre. That's his main kind of spell. It's a pretty measly thing, 2d4 if you're used to gaming terms, tabletop gaming terms. 2d4 isn't actually that much damage, and then 3d20 damage is a lot of damage if it critical hits. Anyway, Cursed Healing. Cursed Healing is the passive ability that causes the caster to heal for 1d4 hit points of damage whenever he or she kills something with a weapon, and heal for 2d4 whenever he or she kills something with a spell. e.g. necrotic lightning. So basically it's just a way of healing your wounds. So if the necromancer has been damaged, you can self-heal by killing things. Because, you know, necromancers are nice people. So yeah. Not much else to say about it. Other than that, so they're the spells that we're using for the short story. And there's going to be a whole lot more for short stories in the future if ever we do another fantasy run, which we will be doing because I like fantasy. So yeah, it's my favorite genre. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoy the reading of the video. This is just a quick summary of finishing off the part 7, episode 7 of James's journal. Just finishing it off, tidying it up, and also using it as a bit of an announcement for what's going to be happening on the channel. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, I mean, it's pretty short, pretty sweet, snappy, all that. All those words. Perhaps not in that order. It's short, snappy, short, sweet. Sweet, short, and snappy. There's a specific order they're normally used in. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.